Hello everyone, welcome to B's Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we got a good one. We're looking at the Mezco 1/12 scale collection GI Joe Roadblock. Now this went up for pre-order in like June of 2021 or whatever, and then it just shipped. I was on the wait list. I didn't forget about it, but like I wasn't really too excited for it. And then I got that email saying, "Hey, you've been approved for the pre-order, whatever you want to call it." And then I was like, okay, all right. And then as I got that, I started looking at the pictures more, and I was like, all right, yeah, this figure's going to be fantastic. So just getting everything out. There's multiple trays of goodies, and there's even trays inside the trays, just covering all the crazy gear you see before you. Obviously not the heavy artillery classified roadblock, 25th anniversary or resolute roadblock, but we'll see how those all tie in here in a second. But let's dive in. So you get all your trays inside this box. Nice shot of got that old school roadblock. There it is, all zoomed in. Get your Mezco seal of approval. 1/12 collective. GI Joe. GI Joe. It's gonna be the green opposed to the Destro red. I have a Destro video up if you guys want to watch that next. I highly recommend the Destro figure. It's a fantastic figure. I think it's goes in and out of stock on different websites for different prices and stuff, but I highly recommend it. Pairs well. But back to Roadblock, the heavy gunner. So we get a ton of accessories. So we're gonna try to go left to right here, and then circle back to the weapons last. Then we'll get into the figure. But oh, HA Roadblock just took a dive. So you get 3 blast effects. You get the small one. You got the round at the front of them. Little peg to go in the porthole for the weapons. Get this bigger muzzle flash. A little bit of a crooked there. Then you get this medium-sized one with the muzzle flash and the round at the edge there. And those are universal. They work with all the different Mezco stuff. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of hands. 1 pair on them and 5 separate. You get 2 of these grappling hands. They're all in the fingerless gloves. You get a left and right grappling hand. You get left and right trigger fingers, if I can get that to focus for you. The figure did come with fists on them, but I just swapped them out so we could make this quick. Get this left and right gripping hand. You get your left and right fists. You get your more laxed hands. I love the detail between the finger creases and the gloves, how they're not just smooth. Then you get 2 closed gripping hands. We get 3 portraits. We get a standard I don't have to deal with your BS face. We get our angry, snarling face. Get that light in there a little better. Then we get our smiling face. Get some Terry Crews vibes off this one. We get kind of like a throwback to that OG vest, but I think it looks more like the Resolute vest. And then that it's got like the mushroom snaps in the front. And then it's got these for the drop legs, which we'll get into. We get our old school look harness. Let me pop that open for you real quick. Let's get them on, shall we? So there's the figure real quick. We'll throw these on. That actually went on a lot easier than I was expecting. Just gotta peg these in a little bit. He looks awesome. So we'll slide him back. We'll grab some of these drop legs. So we get this Drop leg for the left leg. It's got the buckle. It's got some paint details on it. Then working around it. And then it's got a peg to go into the vest. Going back into the vest, there's a nice like wash over it. It looks pretty good. There's a couple different colors, lots of browns and stuff. Then in the back it looks pretty gritty. Got a sheath for the knife. So going with these drop legs here. We'll slide them up the legs real quick. Alright, a little bit of a struggle to get the top pegs in, but the peg into the vest, so it actually has that actual drop leg holster look, because typically they are attached to your belt. And it looks pretty good. It took me a little bit to get the pegs in, but they're in. And if you guys have the Destro, you know that his holster just drops down his leg randomly. So definitely pinning it to the one, this top strap's pretty tight, and two, pinning it to the vest definitely adds into that kind of ordeal. We get this bright green helmet. It's got all kinds of different colors. There's like these small holes on the side, but I think they're just sculpting. It's got a little bit of battle damage to it. This is very bright green compared to the rest of his stuff. I guess it kind of matches the backpack. But that just clips over his head like that. He's good to go. Let me try something real quick. Wonder if... Oh my gosh, Heavy Artillery Roadblock does not want to stand to save his life right now. Lean back a little bit. Alright, if you have the classified one, it kind of goes on. The straps look good. But that darker green definitely looks better than the lighter green we got over here on the helmet. Let me grab these knee pads here. Throw these knee pads on, complete this look, and we'll switch vests. And those knee pads definitely add more, because you know you got those orange pants. You're like, oh, why is he wearing these orangish brown pants? Then the holsters kind of break it up a little bit, but the knee pads definitely clean the rest of it up. So he's got that look. He means business, and it looks pretty solid. So let's switch out these vests real quick. And there's our classic look. One thing about the knee pads is that elastic does have a shelf life, especially when it comes to figures. So keep that in mind if you have one of these snap and the knee pad goes flying or whatever down the line. Could last, a week, could last 10 years. But just keep that in mind when you got that. But as far as all the gear and stuff, it's pretty pliable, so you can like work it to get it to how you want it to line up. Especially these dang the holster mostly keeps kicking my ass when it comes to pegging it into the vest and everything. But he rocks the look. Going back into these accessories, we get this backpack. Well, I guess giant ammo can, whatever you want to call it. It's got a little lock on it, so you rotate it just up a little bit to open it up. And then with that, we got our tripod pieces. We got 3 pieces. They extend. One of them does have a peg hole in it, so keep that in mind. And they just kind of hook in and snap over. Probably helps if I extend them all. So it can be a little wonky, but get it lined up how you want to. Going back to that hole, we have kind of like a T&E system, if you guys are familiar with the tripods, the traverse and elevation. So you basically set your tripod mount up how you want it, and then going off of that is you'd set your T&E Actually, I did these all upside down. Alright, now that I rectified that, so I put them all in upside down, that little peg hole we told you to watch earlier, the T&E just kind of goes right into it. So traversing elevation, you'd use it to, you'd set it basically up on the back, and that way the weapon could sit on it. That way you could go into a fixed location for targeting, or during like limited visibility, fog, you know, you can line the weapon up where you want it to hit, or smoke, nighttime, etc. So we got the tripod. We'll jump into the big ol' fancy looking, almost mod deuce kind of thing. So got the porthole right there. The blast effects obviously just peg in, and you're good to go. Working our way down, it kind of folds up a little bit. So there's two different options. You could have it mounted with the handles back, and then you got like the butterflies, and you grab your hands and your thumbs would be on the butterfly trigger here if this was real, but since it's not, that's what it is. Those fold up, and then you could, if you want to have Roadblock carry it like the minigun, the handle folds up, trigger folds up, and you're good to go. Going into the mounting, we got this for the T&E, this for the actual tripod. It just goes right in. And you're good to go. See, obviously you'd have those back, because that's how you'd fire it. And it's good to go. So let's break this down and we'll get into the backpack storage. Alright, so your tripod legs go in there, the T&E piece goes there, and then the mount itself clips into the top of the backpack. And then, whoops, and it all folds up. And you get it all how you want it, and you rotate it back, all sealed up. So normally I could care less that you could store your stuff, but hey, these are a lot of moving pieces, and they all fit in here. That's good to go. Going back into this, we do have a, basically it's a chute for the rounds. So the belt would come out of this. This would be full of, you know, zigzagged weapon rounds. It would get fed into the chute right here. And then the chute would come into the side of the weapon. So you'd be good to go as you did your business and just rained fire. Going back to the backpack, we got our straps. Nice little buckles right there and there. I wonder if those are... I think they are. So, the buckles actually work. And then in order to attach the backpack, we got this little guy. They hook down, the teeth on the back of the frame, hook into the backpack, goes up into here, and then it just kind of snags it. And you're good to go. Then obviously you want to clip these, throw that over Roadblock's shoulders, and you'd be good to go. So in order to save time, we're going to circle back. Going into that knife we saw, the sheath we saw earlier, we got black and silver handle. And that just sheaths right into the back of the vest. We do have a, like a Beretta 9mm. Wonder if... I don't believe this magazine comes out. It's not appearing so. But it's in a nice wash. Black with some silver highlights, and there's some silver wash to it. And that'll go right into that drop leg. Looking good. We do have 6 little fragmentation pineapple grenades, whatever you want to call them. Black with the silver handle and pin. I guess you could clip them all over his vest if you really wanted to. I don't remember where he had all these in the promo pics. But, you know, it's an option. So, you got that. And then, my personal favorite, you got this almost 249 looking weapon. No bipod. but you can kind of see it folded up in there. And then I don't know if this box comes off. I don't really want to risk breaking it, but I think this looks fantastic. All black with that silver kind of wash. You got the collapsible stock, and you're just good to go. And that also has the porthole for blast effects. So let me slide roadblock back here. We got heavy artillery roadblock, which we saw with the classified series. I think it's a lot of people's go-to roadblocks of the 4 we've gotten so far, and I'm sure there's probably a Tiger Force down the line coming. Let me get him standing all straight up so we can compare him. As all my web gear rides up. So, a little bit off in height, but I'm okay with different height. I think it adds a little more characteristic to your shelf. Slide this big boy out of here. We got our 25th anniversary, so you could definitely tell the color schemes, they're sticking close to the original. And then we got Resolute for that solid green vest. And I know that Roadblock V2 had the vest also, but he also had that white undershirt. So if we're going no sleeves with the vest, we're going Resolute. So that's it. That's your Mezco Roadblock. Did you guys pick them up? Did you guys skip out on them? Does your classified do the job for you? Let me know in the comments below. We got a few more Mezcos announced, so curious to see when they'll get here. But who do you guys want to see get the Mezco renditions of? Let me know in the comments below. But until next time, load up, grab your kits. See you in the battlegrounds.